Let's go bang, game penentuan bang ya antara Onic PH melawan Aurora Gaming bang ya. Untuk skor sementara 1-1. Mari kita lihat siapa pemenangnya di leg kedua ini. Leg pertama Aurora menang, leg kedua ini penentuannya. Super Prince menggunakan hero andalannya atau hero power dia, yaitu kalau tidak parsa udah pasti gift. Hari ini dia pakai parsa.
Kind of the secret sauce to making the Lucas jungle work. That's Edward and also
Brusco juga hero.
can play that front line for him.
Tigreal juga hero favorit dia bang ya, Brusco.
Maybe.
Kalau nggak Gatot, Tigreal. King Kong hero favorit dia juga, Suyao. Keldra juga. Kirk. Cuma Kirk yang tidak bang ya. Kayak dia jadi badan di sini Kirknya.
That's gonna be a big tool for making sure that Edith can survive or even set up. Keldra aggressive in lane now, gonna get taunted and pressured. But it's been Dominic who's getting the brunt of damage from Keldra.
There it is, King Kong diving out. Yue in trouble here.
Wow, Yue. He is taking a little bit of damage. It's gonna be fine. Had to pop the Purify and the regen too. He will survive. He'll get back to base, and that's always the threat. Hamasuyo on the field right now, so Onic looking to take control early on.
Di game pertama dia pakai Lucas orangnya, menang. Apakah kali ini menang juga?
Stopping him from going out of their jungle.
Okay, Turtle's up. Trying to get in position. Still some level 4s have to come online here. They're not going to have him Brusco and Renegade both. So they might just give this one up. King Kong will blitz it forward. The Unbreakable though.
Kita lihat, free hit, Super Prince-nya.
And Demon Kite falls. Edward jumps in. He's able to hit and kill King Kong. So both junglers down, and now Renegade with Edward. Earthshatter on up. Yue trying to get here. Not level 4 though. Renegade could just get caught out by himself. Couldn't find Brusco. He wanted him, but Brusco survives with
2-1 bang ya.
Alright, they actually kind of sacrificed quite a bit to make that post-turtle fight happen for them. You know what? Somehow, some way.
Timpungnya selalu itu.
Sorry, it's Onic who's going to be coming out on top there.
Yeah, great positioning there by Onic. A lot of the crowd control early on that they have, especially around the Farsa and the Tigreal.
Jungle musuhnya kerjanya sudah belum mengambil buff sendiri dia.
Start with he entered, but then immediately walked into a bunch of, hey, why can't I move? Oh look, I'm dead. I get bursted down by the Farsa.
Yeah, Farsa, don't forget, has experienced a pretty solid buff in the previous patch. Also makes it so much safer to play. The decreased move speed from wings by wings
sudah jadi untuk
damage
Demon
overall.
Kite.
So, a very reliable mid laner now in the hands of Super Friends can really affect how this early to mid game is turning out for Onic.
Yeah, the early game window for Aurora is still quite open though.
Yeah.
Although Onic has closed it like halfway. One more win like that and that shuts it down completely. Kirk a little bit more confident now in lane, handling the Edith very well. Great. How Onic have been playing around the shrubs for a good amount of this game so far has been great. They're out-rotating Renegade and Yue right now. The early trade with Yue in the mid lane, forcing him to go back early, meant that they got a little bit more time to take control of the key shrubs in the rotation. So Onic Philippines so far have been taking control of this game very well.
Masih pasif saya, tapi Onic sudah menuju 1000 gold different di sini.
No one shall check vision, and that's actually giving a lot of free space to everyone else.
Masih mentahan semua, kecuali Granger.
Jumping into this one, he got pretty much just blasted. The last turtle.
Ada dua kena.
He's gonna be able to find Edward. Edward already gone. Now Aurora looking to see if they still want to cap out the turtle. Kirk on the backside too. King Kong just goes in, gets the turtle on the hands. Then now Renegade on the run. Demon Kite in trouble too. Tries to get away, but Kirk will find him. Already a killing spree for Kirk. And now under the tier 2, Aurora. They're in trouble. They will have to go back. They lost a whole lot of that turtle fight.
Padahal udah nggak ada ultinya Super Prince loh.
Being able to use skill 1 locked in just in time for Demon Kite. So Demon Kite dashed out and it looked like Kirk was like, whoa, why are you connected to that Lucas? Why is that basic attack homed in on that Lucas? Well, that's because he was able to press it before the dash animation was committed. So yeah, what we talked about earlier, the window for the early game for Aurora has been closed. Good call right away. Once Brusco saw Edward, they acknowledged, okay, that's the major problem for us in the early game. We take it down now, and there's a high chance we win the fight. Great call by Onic.
Oh, Demon Kite
Untungnya
1v1 with
lari.
King Kong.
Call here.
Blasts him, but King Kong gonna be fine. I can only imagine if Demon Kite wasn't behind right now, you know, maybe he's able to pump out a little more damage, but this is definitely harder than what he went through in game 1.
Yeah, more unlikely to for those solo kills to happen this time around. Feels like it's just Aurora on survival mode, trying not to die to the onslaught of Onic here. Look at that.
Oof, the pressure with the Fendered airstrike. They'll
Lihat
still maintain
itu
that
bang,
0-1
ultinya
turret, but
Super
there's
Prince
so
itu.
much focus here on this bottom gold
Posisinya
lane right
bagus,
now. So
ultinya
some
bagus.
of this, as the window is closed, it might be
Semuanya
up to
bagus.
Dome and Kite. You know, farm up as much as you can, stay alive. And we hope that the Granger is able to go ahead and pop off later towards the game. But right now, Aurora just has to cover so much ground that they've lost in the last 2 turtle fights.
Yeah, good cut there by Onic Philippines, and now 4,000 is their gold lead. Aurora are going to have to commit a lot of big trades so that they can just level out in terms of the gold. Domination already has
Sky
the Sky
Piercer
Piercer
sudah
built
jadi
up.
untuk Domain Kite.
Demon Kite is crawling back into this. For Onic Philippines, though,
Turtle yang
Super Prince has
terakhir.
done a tremendous job so far controlling. He's not afraid to use the feathered
Kurang
airstrike
sih
to just
duanya,
get
Bang.
even
Edward
more control.
sama
Zone out,
Gatot
force back,
Renijaya.
and it's what's keeping Aurora at bay.
Kurang on point bang ya.
Keeping it at bay, should not be able to do
Sungguh
that
tidak
for long.
menguasai.
They have to go out.
Oh, Brusco again, implosion right on the mark. Toss him in the air. Edward will be able to get away, and now Renegade is going to be the one in trouble. But Kirk jumps into the backside. Dome and Kite fighting off,
Kejauhan itu
firing
Edward.
off, still keeping them at bay. A jump in from King Kong. He finds the beast and takes out Demon Kite. And now it's Aurora running to disengage. That's 3 for 3 in the Turtles for the Super Fam.
For some reason, this
Udah beda
game,
5.000, udah nggak bisa lagi nih
Demon
bang.
Kites, Lucas just can't really move like it used to in game
Gue
number
suka-suka
1.
Onic
Yeah,
ini.
that's
Kalau
again
Onic
because early
udah
They lost
goalnya
the
udah
window.
jauh.
This is one of the trade-offs with
Udah
Lucas.
susah, Bang.
If you don't get that early wins, snowball win, it's not going to go good for you and your team, not just the Lucas. And all the crowd control that Onic has, they've been man-marking very well. They've marked Edward as, okay, we'll start on him. We can't take him down. Next guy is Demon
Super
Kite.
Prince-nya ada di sana.
Super Prince just adding to that point.
Actually, that's true. We've been seeing a lot of TKOs in this game, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you're not really dead, specifically happening to Edith as well as Demon Kite, but you can't fight either. So you're forced to back off either way.
Trying to hold down that midline. Hold on to a turret. This is the artillery that we see from Super Prince every time he gets his hands on that Farsa. You know, I said this at the beginning of the game. I was like,
Ini
man,
dia.
you know, Demon Kite, he makes me believe in the Lucas
Damage
jungle. Right
terbanyak
now, I'm
Super
eating my
Prince sudah
words
pasti.
because it's not looking too hot for Demon Kite in this matchup. Now 6,000 behind and almost the 9-minute mark. That is not going to be a good first Lord take or contest for Aurora.
100%.
That's why I'm still a Lucas jungle hater.
Of course. It's just not as consistent as you want to be. It's really good when it gets rolling.
Oh,
But the
Renegade.
question is, can you get it rolling?
He's going to go ahead and find multiple members from Onic. Not going to actually be able to do anything, though. So, really, Onic will just grab what they can. Lord's up here in 20 seconds.
That's going to be it for that push. Now we're going to be in a little bit of a lull here, but 7,000 gold lead for Onic at a 9-minute mark. Their GPM must be off the charts right
Terlalu
now.
kuat bang ya
King
Onicnya.
Kong's getting close to
Hero
hitting level
power.
15 around the 10-minute mark. Back
4 orang.
to the form that we know them to have.
That's right.
Dominating has Onic been. After losing that game number 1, getting dominated by Aurora, they have clapped back.
Ooh. Look at that gap. 3,000 gold gap
That hurts.
against the Lucas.
Yeah,
For King Kong.
I don't think you're going to be able to really play. You know, right now, at least until you get 5 minutes more, maybe, on the Lucas, or you just hope you have an amazing base defense, as Lord is now secured so easily for King Kong.
Yep.
And Onic
Lord yang
Philippines.
pertama.
Yeah, they waited to take it. They
Free.
let the 940 minion wave come out first. They want the Lord to come out at 10-10. They said, okay, we don't have the right position and timing just yet for the Lord to come out. This gives Onic a little bit more time to position around the map before the Lord comes out, and they will probably take down a lot of turrets on the side of Aurora. Dominate only level 11, still only up to a Malefic Roar. Kelra level 12 just built
Sebelum
up the
ngambil
Holy Crystal.
buff
3 items
purple
already locked
loss.
in. That's a lot of damage coming out from this
Siapa?
Harith.
Si King Kong.
level 15. Demon
Dia
Kite
cek
level
dulu
11
siapa tahu
who
ada
just
orang di
built up the
musuh.
War Axe.
Yep, this is a Kelra that has been left
nggak
in the
pernah
kitchen,
lupa dia,
as
Bang,
they
itu.
say in the Philippines. Left in the kitchen for
Memang
far too
jauh
long,
beda lah,
and
Bang,
now
ya.
that Harith is gonna hit like
Gameplay
a
PH
tank.
ini.
So he's been cooking. Is that why? Is that the same?
Yeah, that's exactly it. He's probably been cooking and eating, and now he is fed. He is hungry for blood, not food anymore.
Well, Lord making its
Brusco.
way top side. Shields are still there. Brusco, sneakily, with the conceal. He's not going to be able to do much with it. So right now, the shields up top go down. Tier 2 in the mid lane going to be the next focus. But Aurora will have to brace themselves to see if Brusco actually forces a fight, holds on to a flicker. So now that the shields are gone, the next waves are going to be pushing in.
Langsung N kah?
They're going to be looking for an
Eh,
angle.
kena
Edward
dia.
goes in, feathered airstrike, a jump in from Renegade, and he is deleted off of the map. He's already gone, but it's a 1-for-1 trade
Super
of
Priest-nya
Brusco
nggak
and
kena
Renegade,
ultinya Gatot
and
itu,
Aurora
Bang.
will hold on to the base turrets.
Oh, a little bit too early for that AOG.
Skill 2-nya pun nggak
Super
kena.
Prince and the Renegade popped off her ultimates at the right time. But since the AOG wasn't targeted towards the far side, Super Prince got to deal a lot of damage there, which kept Aurora at bay, and which meant that they were able to walk away with a kill. It was a roamer for roamer trade, though. Another feathered airstrike. Prince again has just been a monster in this game. Even though it's 1-0 and 5,
perbedaan
the
gol.
little details, the timings of his feathered airstrike, the little pokes, the
Tinggal
stuns that he was able to dish out.
nunggu
The fact
waktu.
that he was the reason why Demon Kite got taken out in the very first big fight that we saw
Jarang
in this
itu
game.
blunder
And then
parah ini,
starting
Onic.
the downfall of Demon Kite from there. The monster's effect in this game, though kind of low-key, was massive.
Really is. This is Super Prince that is not getting pressured as much by the opposition, basically because they can't reach him, number one. And number two, if they can't reach him, there's not really much oomph in the hits of Aurora so far.
Selalu
So
farming
he
lo.
is actually fine. He's
Datang dia.
Here's
Brusco
Brusco.
again. Jumps in, Edward trying to get away though, but on the backside,
Mati dong.
Yue is already gone. Kirk, a monster already.
Dihancurkan
Jump in,
formasinya,
grab
Bang.
the Guardian, and now Renegade taking the brunt of the damage. Edward already gone too. Demon Kite can't help with the fight. He's zoned off from it, and Demon Kite goes down with Brusco able to get the kill.
Gatotnya
Renegade
jelek
has
kali.
nowhere to go. It's Kirk all game, all day, and he'll take another kill from Renegade as he just tries to walk away. One more hit, and Kirk adds another one to the list.
That was a bars, nice too.
Gak ada yang mati loh Oniknya.
We'll just have to deal with you and Dominate, and Edward is about to come back. Get the super fam snap the road to 14-0.
Oh, it looks like they might try to, but they're going to clear it out.
Clear. Really good clear from Yue. That Cecilion starting to kick in with that damage from the Bat's impact.
Ouch.
Lord is up.
Disiplin parah, bos.
He's like, all right, guys,
Do your thing.
we got what we could. I'll go grab this Lord and get ready to march in. This Lord here could very well be that push in
2-1
to
kayaknya, Bang, ya.
end that win streak of Aurora.
Look at that
Lu lihat
replay
itu.
there. Yue was actually just demolished here,
Yeah.
removed from the map. Renegade missing out on that AOG was actually pretty crucial as well. And Dominate was in no position to help out.
Woo. Kelra deciding to dash
Ini
in,
dia,
still got a shield,
Lord
which
yang
is why
kedua,
Demon Kite
perbedaan
wasn't able to
gol
finish him off.
13.000, Bang.
Kirk, the sole reason as to why Dominate was zoned out way too far from the other members of Aurora. Too much pressure from the Hilda. 5-0 and 2 for Kirk.
They're waiting for that 14-10 mark, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, they
want to
decided
rush
just-
it.
Yeah. They're just gonna go for it now. Oh wait, no.
Oh.
Ah, no. Okay, it was the 14-10 mark in the game.
In the
Oh,
game.
right. This is different. A little different. It's like a split-second difference here.
Yeah.
Langsung
Alright, so they
dirapikan,
decide
Bang,
to delay
barisannya.
as long as they can, going for that one big push. And these towers are not built and equipped for this kind of a push, especially with a big lead, 12K to 6K on our junglers. Oh my goodness.
What a way to face down the streak right now.
Ini
14,000
dia,
gold
Lordnya.
behind at almost a 15-minute mark.
Yeah.
That's not the 14 you wanted if you're Aurora. You wanted the 14-0, not a 14,000 gold deficit as they get ready to defend against this Lord push. A fully locked in Onic Philippines lineup.
Conceal.
Renegades already going to pop the conceal, holding them up in the front side. Demon Kite is in trouble from Kirk. They pull the Lord to the side. They're going to try to clear out the waves. Brusco jumps in an implosion. Super Prince is there too, laying down at the artillery strikes. And Edward's going to be gone. Kelma firing off his own force. He'll be able to find Demon Kite. He stays alive. And that's it. No win streak for Aurora as Onic Philippines will win the series 2-1.
Win streaknya loh.